Hey Biscuiteers, Fuchsia here, and today we're going to play Entropy's Abyss Reconclusion, the second part. So we played the first part a long time ago, now we're gonna play the second part, and this is going to be brutal. I'm just gonna tell you, right from the get-go, and I'm not sure how we're gonna handle it, but hopefully it'll be fine. Let's go. Having resigned himself to remain in perpetual solitude, Vellsar rejects the adventures of Orga. Okay. Yeah, this is coming back from the last episode. So yeah, by the way, this might be the first YouTube video.
Each time I pierce their body, my chest tightens.
This is a terrible time to say this, but like, this may or may not be the first YouTube video back after my long break. I say it might not be because I just remembered I might have made a few videos in the archive which I might like put out first. But honestly, this is the first video I will like explain why I had a break. Which is like if you check my Twitter and Discord, it's because I had a lot of stuff in real life, and yeah, I'm back to streaming now and I'm back to making videos, and and the ramble is over. Let's get back to the story.
This futility. I have had enough.
Let's increase the volume of Shadowverse. I think 70 is fine.
This meaningless struggle is unnecessary. All of it.
You don't care what I don't run away pretending like you know everything. Don't shut your eyes pretending like you're looking.
By the way, my mouse has been a bit buggy recently, so don't be surprised if I like double click accidentally and stuff.
This frustrating beyond belief. I am fine. I am fine like this. There is nothing that can be done. There is nothing that should be done.
Oh my god.
This world has never loved me.
Now I remember how dark the story was. Oh no. The tone of my return is not great with this.
My own people have been rooted out and exterminated. I have run and run and run. At the end of it all, I am now at a dead end. I do not need anyone. They've saved. I've killed. I've cut. I have been cut. I have exhausted every possible choice and reached my limit. And still, why? Why do all of you stand before me? It has been enough.
They give up on you, man.
More than enough.
Oh my god. Oh my god, in the context of my like break, this feels really bad. Like this hurts too much, man. This actually touches me. Oh my god.
Kagero, Seka. I've stabbed you, Kagero. I've cut you down many times. Your skill with the sword cannot help you against me, Seka.
Oh.
Seka. I've stabbed you and consumed you. I know the limits of your magic. Drak. You have not... How many times do you think we have been through this, Drak? You have not won even once. How many times must I break your wings?
My god, he's the weak boy.
How many times do you think we have been through this?
Can I just use my spacebar or something? Because my mouse is not cooperating.
End. Forget it all.
God.
Let it end. I have reached the end of my tether. When will you be satisfied? Forget it all. Before the despair consumes you too. You're all just pests, buzzing around, annoying me.
I take that as a compliment. You're the key. The only clue to understanding these incomprehensible loops. If we lose you, it's over. We'll be lost.
Well, that's true.
Wandering forever.
Yeah, but he's been wandering forever.
It's not just that. We all have something we want to do for you. We've been cut down and stabbed and defeated over and over. We've even given up on beating you. But so what? What about it, Vellsar? We won't listen even if you tell us to
He's
stop.
become an anime
We
protagonist.
might have given up, but we haven't.
He's gone from a sad
How many
boy
times
to
we
an
have
anime
to,
protagonist.
we'll
I love
stop
this.
right here. I don't care how many times it takes or how much we struggle. We're gonna smack you out of that sorry state of yours. You can say we're annoying all you want, but I know you like it lively. I still owe you a favor. You saved me, so now it's my turn.
It's
to
3
save
versus
you.
1.
That is how things will be, huh?
He's got the hair to be a project.
Suppose it
It's
is
not
normal
wrong.
for babies to cry. And I suppose disciplining you will be my duty. If you refuse to understand the ways of the world, then I will make you understand.
Midfield belts. That's right, zippers and belts. That's what you need to be an anime protagonist.
For those of you who have not given up hope, engrave this into your body, your soul. Gaze into the despair within me, and fall into the whirlpool of helplessness.
That's just... Oh, we're not actually fighting. Oh. Oh, this is a fight though. Oh, we're fighting against him! Okay, okay. Desperate to save the vampire from his loneliness and despair, the trio confront... I was like, I really want to play Dragoncraft, but I don't have any Dragoncraft cards. I don't have any Dragoncraft decks. Except this one. Which is Face Dragon. You know what? You know what? Let's do it. Let's use Face Dragon.
Let's get rowdy.
How vexing!
And you won't even look.
I have no desire to be liked by you or the world. Be gone.
We cannot leave you behind, for we have favors we must repay.
Pride, loyalty, all of it meaningless.
Become a super nihilist man.
Nothing will come of them in the
I
end.
mean, who can blame him?
I have a debt of gratitude to you. Obligations I must fulfill. The countless sins clinging onto you. The endless chains constricting you. To sever them is my duty.
There is no sin, nor are there any chains. All I have is a curse that plagues my body.
Oh, that's intense.
Why do you not understand?
That's right. We don't. How can we possibly understand? But you know what?
So let's work this out with our fists.
I love the Shadowverse jumping and landing quickly sound effect.
Nothing will work. How many times have we fought? How many times have you lost? How many times do I have to inflict pain until you are satisfied?
That sounds wrong. That sounds a bit kinky. I'm not sure about that. Also, let me adjust my camera.
You are all fools. 100 deaths, 1,000 beatings, and for what? Just so you can...
Shadowverse. Shadowverse.
Elizard, you're the fool. We have said this over and over already. You gave me wings. Wings to make my dream come true. If it hadn't been for the words you gave me, I would have killed greats. I would have gone down the wrong path. The reason I held my ground was all because of you.
That was merely...
Shut it! I don't care if it was a whim. I don't care if it was by chance or if it was a game for
Yeah.
you. I repay my debts. That is my way of life. I didn't ask you to save me, but you saved me anyway.
That's true. That's fair enough. That's true.
So I'm going to do this for you, even if you don't ask for it. I'll drag you out from that pit. Clench your teeth, Elizard, cause my fists are gonna pack a real punch.
Yeah, because that's a real thing, right? Like, the sense of duty, right? Because, like, it doesn't really... Like, if you feel a sense of duty to someone, it doesn't matter if they're, like, doing that... Like, I don't know. Some people might think, like, if they're doing it for a bad cause, but you benefit from it, like, it's... But it's not a bad cause, though. It's like, he's not doing it to help you. But you're, benefiting from it anyways. Should you thank him? I think it's fair enough to like, feel like you have to repay him. You know? I don't know. It's very interesting. Of course, in this dramatic context, it's like, well, yeah, we're trying to get through to Alazar to save the world. So I wonder what you guys think about like this in like casual context. Like if someone helps you and then they tell you like, don't give me anything. I don't want it. I didn't help you because I wanted to. It's just a coincidence, or like I just did it by chance. Would you guys like force yourself to like help the person? This is a terrible hand, by the way. Or would you like feel like it's fair enough? You know, feel like it's fair enough to like leave them alone. I don't know. It's a tough question. Also, we're gonna die. Oh no, we have Georges. But that's epitaph. I'm a bit worried. We do have Georges in Tiroi, so that's something.
You get on my nerves.
Yeah, that's a question I wonder what you guys' opinions are. Like, what if someone...
Oh, but I've no time to spare for this.
Like, what if someone does something that like helps you inadvertently and doesn't want to be repaid, but you still feel like they should be repaid, you know? I don't know.
Despair or don't take this personal. You're joking, surely.
I think we're Odin next turn.
I'll show you something nice.
Yeah, definitely Odin that.
Heart cry for blood.
I have had enough.
Oh, never mind.
Tasty little morsel.
Well, that's too bad.
We can Tiamat. Then Tiamat, but then what? You can also Zelinia. But what can Zelinia do? Really? You can also just Odin that. Odin that, go face. Then next turn we can like do a still fire, like giving them something even if it's something small. Interesting. Yeah, this is a bit tough. We Tiamat here.
There's no turning back.
You think it's more of a case-by-case basis, but forcing help is a bit selfish. Yeah, it's true. Depends on the degree of familiarity. Alright, different question. If you were in Sekka if you were like in the other three, like just put yourself in the shoes of one of the other three characters here. Would you force yourself on Alazar like this? Is the question now.
Let us end this.
Forget all reason.
Familiarity, huh?
Reason.
Interesting.
Feel my
A new legend shall rise.
Alright. Well. I think we can play Orazia here, and then, because this is 3 points, right? Yeah. Orazia should be fine. Probably a hypersonic.
Your hypersonic gal is
It's a dragon wearing. And just, trade this.
I'll head the vanguard.
Then we'll evolve this.
You got a death wish or something?
And go face.
Secret technique.
Probably, but not just first. Hey, St. Lucia, by the way. Welcome. How are you? It's been so long since I've seen you. Man, I miss you guys.
Just finish the job. Your hypersonic gal
Don't
is
worry.
here.
The gal is still here. Wait, we win. Wait, didn't we win? No, we don't win, right? This is like 8, 9, 10, 11. We're 1 off. We're 1 off. It's on rings.
I'll open the way.
I won.
You follow behind.
I won.
Okay.
Vile dragon, repent your wicked deeds.
We have to get going. Yeah, okay, Siko.
Oh,
By the way,
no time to spare.
YouTube guys, you can answer that too.
Won't hurt you.
Oh my god, he's just damaging himself.
Intriguing.
Yes, but you wouldn't know yourself where
And
you're
now,
being
the final finally
help him.
made
The ways of this world change at night.
I see. Interesting. Alright, I think we can just go Ganda here. So, nice.
So that is how it goes.
So nonchalant.
Told you can't beat me.
Okay, nice. Oh, cool. Hello, Inqui. Welcome. Hello, Inqui.
An attack like that is nothing to me.
Ah, it's one of those things where we win in the game but lose in the cutscene.
Look at who is talking. I know that, you idiot.
By the way, I have some Fanta here, so I'm gonna drink. Oh, God.
You're just like me, throwing a fit when things don't go your way. Over and over. We're stuck in a dead end with no tomorrow and no future. But even so, if we don't aim for something, if we don't reach up, then blue skies are nothing but a dream.
I love that he still has a dream for blue skies. That's a really enduring character trait of his.
Helpless. You
I
feel
feel like.
scared. I know. And that's why I'm gonna knock them right out of you. Come on and wake up already. How's that?
You're not alone anymore. We're here. We are together.
Your actions were what brought us together. They are our bond.
To be fair, though, hasn't Alizard already gone this route and like fought together with him?
Sate
With
my
them?
thirst. Blood arts.
You're still?
That's fine with me. Bring it on. Come at me, Alizard. Show me everything you've got.
Is that his bankai or something? Does he actually have to say that? Have to say that every time he activates it?
Show you? Fools! My solitude is a never-ending purgatory. You cannot possibly comprehend my sorrow.
Oh my God, I love this voice actor, man. I have to like search him up. That's amazing.
Comprehend? You wish. I'm going to smash all of it with my fists.
Like, just listen to this.
Show you? Fools! My solitude is a never-ending purgatory.
That chef's kiss, man.
You cannot possibly comprehend
That's very
my
good.
sorrow.
I love that voice act. Also, St. Lucia, it's been a wild ride. I'm gonna explain it later.
Let's see you try.
Yeah.
Brace yourself.
Why? Hundreds of times. Over thousands of times. We have fought. Each time I had drank your blood and sated my body. Not once have I been brought to my knees. So why? How? Why do...
There is no meaning in asking why. The reality is right before you. No reason exists in the injustice of the world. That's the same for luck and good fortune.
That's a different side of nihilism, I guess.
That's why we call them miracles.
I don't remember each one, but I'm sure you've beaten me every time up until now. That made you careless, and you never know how a fight will turn out.
She raised a coup d'etat, yeah.
We die again, and we repeat the cycle. We might forget everything and start over. But I promise, we will be here again. It happened once. It can happen again.
Unbelievable. What a ridiculous bunch. Covered in scars. Covered in dirt. Just about as much worth as dust. Yet, in spite of that, you all look like beacons of light.
Don't you know dust reflects light?
By themselves, they are helplessly tossed by the wind, but accumulate together. And even
Okay,
dust
Mr.
can
Poet.
add up and wait.
That's true though, but can it? Have you guys ever like, I guess if dust accumulates in weight, it's become sand, and then a bag of sand is kind of... Is that how it works? Like, Is there a world where like a bag of dust has weight, like you can feel the weight? Have you guys ever encountered that?
I'm not just gonna drift in the air. I'll fly. I'll keep flying until I hit the edge of this world.
Shark is just so cute, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yes. It has been so long since I last got this heated up. The heat of hope. How repugnant. But it appears I have no other choice. Thank you. Here, on my knees, I admit defeat.
No, they finally won! Yay! I don't think that's what they meant in Lucia, but good point. Okay, I'm gonna read the synopsis. Let's just go to the story.
To think, there is still a future I have yet to see. Maybe I can still go on.
Go on? We've already went on.
Yeah, this is going to be a new start.
Indeed.
So, Alizard, first tell us what you know.
Of course. I will tell you everything I know.
Yay!
I see. From your aura, I thought I could imagine the paths you have taken, but
I can see why you'd be driven to drown yourself in blood shots.
It sounds like you really have tried everything.
That is not exactly true. For now, I do not know what lies ahead of this path.
Wiping out the werewolves doesn't help, nor does getting them on our side. Same with the Dragonuke clan and the yokai. And no matter how we interfere with Ninetales, or if we eliminate the spooky blade, nothing changes.
most of all, we cannot win against the Lord of Darkness, despite all of our efforts.
Correct. The Lord of Darkness is likely not even life itself. Its goal is to be defeated, to seek someone powerful enough to kill it, just so that it may take over their body.
Oh, so wait a minute. Is Aishalendrick, was Aishalendrick also just a body then? Interesting.
So by winning, we would only be doing exactly what it wants.
Dust plus flame, dust explosion.
What a jerk.
It is my view that we have no choice but to venture into new paths.
That means dealing with the Lord of Darkness.
From what Alizard has said, I guess we have tried everything except defeating the Lord of Darkness.
It's decided then. Let's...
No.
Huh?
There is just one thing I have not tried. Or more precisely, something I have not been able to try.
What is it?
The mysterious woman in white. Do you remember?
Oh, her!
I remember her. She was really weird.
Her name is Floess.
Oh,
She's appeared on occasion and given me strange speeches. She is the only one I have not been able to influence.
yeah, maybe they fight Fleaways now. Maybe that's he's never fight Fleaways. Maybe.
Now that I think of it, she is beyond suspicious. It might be worth finding her.
But she might not talk to us even if we find her.
Then we beat it out of her.
You're so violent. But I'm sure you know that's not going to work.
Yeah, she's not normal.
She said to me that my
Yeah,
looks were much
he's like,
smaller
we'll
than
beat
hers.
up. Will he beat her up? She's like, you know that's not gonna work, right? And she, I know. I mean, I love these two. They're like siblings, and this guy's like the cool their older sibling. They're like a family, actually. It's very funny.
Out of choices, I have fought her several times.
Oh yes.
However, I remember nothing of what.
Oh
happened
right, he
after.
did fight her. In our last time. In the last chapters. But have they fought her together?
What a pain.
May I ask something?
What is it?
The woman you are speaking of, who was that?
That woman! The weirdo!
She talked like she knew everything. Looked down on us like trash.
My apologies. I do not recall a woman like that.
Huh? Are you kidding me? She's not someone you can forget.
Anyways, we have
Welcome,
to decide
Biscuit
what we're
here.
going to
Oh,
do.
thank you for following, Strawberries. Thank you. How are you? Also, I love your name. It reminds me of strawberries, which I love.
Do we go after her? Or the Lord of Darkness?
She creeps me out. We might be able to get somewhere with the
Yeah,
Lord of
she
Darkness.
didn't appear
We
in
should
like
at least try,
Kagero's story,
don't you
didn't
think?
she?
When you say try, you mean get killed, right?
Yeah,
That's true.
I'm used to it.
I love these people.
For sure. In that case,
I love these people so much, man.
something wrong, Aluzard?
I have thought of something. It is risky, and my memory may be playing tricks on me. But most importantly, this is a gamble we can only take once. Will you still agree to help me?
Huh? That's not how you're supposed to ask, buddy. Don't ask us to help. Tell us to help. That's what we're here for.
Dude, I'm not sure that's the correct way to do that,
I
but
trust
okay.
you. So trust me too, okay?
In this crucial moment, I can ask for nothing more.
You have my gratitude. I would like to discuss my plan, but we never know where there may be ears. I fear if I voice my plan, it could ruin everything. And so I will keep it to myself. I need all of you to trust me.
We'll follow your lead. Let the dice fall where they will.
Exactly. We'll leave it to you.
Man, it sucks that they don't have a telepathy user.
Thank you. In that case, could the two of you go on ahead?
Where do you want us to go, buddy?
The tower. The base of the tower. Where the Lord of Darkness slumbers. That is where we will take our gamble.
It's his personality. Yeah, it does. just getting murdered. Been there, done that. Yeah, in the case of Seika, it's not just getting murdered. It's like, oh yeah, I've been eaten. You know, I've indulged in like cannibalism and been. Oh my god, this is not going to YouTube. This is going to be demonetized whenever I get 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, it's pretty messed up. A blood draft. Let's go. Yeah, let's use. Oh wait. Let's use the legendary and gold one. Okay, let's do this. I'm so excited. I love the storyline. Do you guys also love the storyline? I've ever since like Reveal, I've loved the Shadowverse storyline. I liked it. I appreciate it during Morningstar. I started like actually caring about it in like Guild War. I started getting excited, and then like when Reveal dropped, I was like, yeah, I am 100% into this now. But yeah, wait, let me narrate this. Created by the Lord of Darkness, stretches a land of claws, fangs, and strife. A land where shadows shroud all, mired by countless rivers of blood. Vellsar, the world's end. The air hangs pungent with the scent of despair. In this desolate land sits a dark tower, jutting out of the earth like a rusty nail. Spiraling around it is the scent of blood, the residue of defeat. Its grounds are that of a preordained past, repeated history, and foul destiny. But there are those who stand resolute, daring to tread its grounds once again. The breath on their lips is hot, and their eyes glisten with hope. Bolstered by unwavering determination and immeasurable bravery, they fix their eyes firmly on the future. The time for these chosen ones to rise up and bare their fangs is nigh.
Sure doesn't feel like it's my first time here.
I faintly remember it too. We've
Bad
been here
and
before.
Fuchsia. After the first hallucinate, it gets good. Yeah, I think so. The story second one is supposed to be Batman Fuchsia. Was that Batman? All right. Is that going to be another? Do you guys want that to be like to be like a pointer word? Do you want me to add Batman Fuchsia?
We entered the tower, challenged the Lord of Darkness.
And lost every time.
I can hear your voice trembling, Foxy.
Foxy, what? She is a chick. That's not okay. I'm not sure. Emo Fuchsia. By the way, I'm just checking if any of you guys redeemed the thing. The make me a VTuber. And yes. Oh, it's because it's ended. That's unfair because I didn't I haven't. That's unfair because I haven't been streaming a lot. Let me just reset that for you guys. There, I extended the... What? Why can't I extend it? Oh, I guess it's because I'm streaming. Oh no. Okay, I extended the make me admit I'm a VTuber thingy. Just because I feel bad because I had like a long hiatus. So you guys can redeem that too if you want to. Again. All right, YouTube, I'm back. Let's go.
I don't like getting eaten, alright?
That's true.
I'd rather be the one doing the eating. You're right, Alizard.
No doubt.
Are you ready?
Yes. My sword thirsts for blood.
Okay, let's do this.
Wait, let me fix my camera. Okay.
Oh my. You're still going at it.
Well, look who it is.
You're certainly taking your time. I thought I'd take a nap and the next cycle would have begun by the time I awoke.
Floess.
Yep, that's me. Loess. Your one and only. I suppose you're about to be... I wonder whose body Icy will inhabit this time. Not that it matters who.
Ooh, wait a minute. Will inhabit this time? Wait, he already inhabits? What? This doesn't make any sense. We have to like go on this
Off
story.
you go, boys and girls. I hope there is a good ending waiting for you.
Let me tell you one thing.
Why, of course. As much as you like.
In the words of a friend of mine, you get on my nerves.
I love that. I love I love the bromance between these two. It's amazing.
Oh my.
Do not be mistaken. The one we have come to take down is not the Lord of Darkness. It is you, Floess.
Ooh, my. You wish to dance with me? But what's it going to change, Alizard? You can't possibly hope to keep up with me. I'm sure the two behind you know that too. I observe everything in this world. The outcome of this waltz is as clear as day. Dancing here may be a first, but the outcome will not change.
Ha! Maybe you know everything, but that doesn't mean you understand everything.
That's actually smart. That's actually a smart sentence.
You don't understand a thing about us.
I'm still a bit drowsy, so why not? I could use some exercise to wake up. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a little fun here. I will show you a little, just a itsy bitsy piece.
Oh, I've heard this fight is actually pretty challenging. So I'm not sure using Volteo is a good idea, but we don't have any other blood deck, so...
Floess. How arrogant.
I'm just speaking in a manner befitting of my power, Alizard. You are a fool. So helplessly foolish and adorably weak. Let's see you squirm beneath my foot.
You are correct.
That is... There's
Indeed, we are
blood.
simple fools, and we are weak. However, that is exactly why we are going to charge forward with all we have got. Prepare yourself, Floess.
Yeah, because there's fools. Sometimes being a fool is good. You never know what's going to happen. There's always that 1 in a million chance that it'll happen. Like, I'm not condoning doing something stupid, but, you know, you just have a point.
Like to end?
Maybe not these. This is fine. Okay, this is fine.
We meet again.
Oh my god, this leader though! Oh my god, I love this
What
leader!
does fate have
No.
in store for you?
I really hope this leader comes to a BP or something, man. I really love it. We have no idea what we're doing, but we're trying. That's true. That is kind of what they're saying, yeah. Here we go! Alizard himself!
Prisoner of this world's whims.
That's cool. Big mood indeed. Oh, we're definitely playing Rune Web then.
Nothing.
I'm trading here.
Oh, the engine's busted!
Might play Hazan next turn, might play Steelclad Minotaur. I'm not gonna play Steelclad Minotaur, I think. Hazan is good here because we get to remove both of these, I think.
Is sin.
I have had enough.
If you would destroy our short-sighted.
Okay, next turn we might play Showdown Demon. Oh, is this just... Is this just like normal portal stuff?
I am
That's
a
good then.
prisoner of this world's whims.
Okay.
When will this cruelty end?
Floras is not the card we wanted. To be honest though, we can do this. This and Floras.
Today is your lucky day, my friend.
And then we can evolve this.
Intriguing.
There's a wave coming. Hold on to your time to splash out.
Do this.
Our short-sighted.
Do this.
You're not half
We can still go face.
My, oh my,
Then we can also go face.
my, oh my.
Liking toys is fine.
Strymender. Summon a barrier artifact.
Whatever shall I
We have
do
Bane,
with
so
you?
it's not really a problem. I thought it was going to be the boss fight. I guess it's not the boss fight. Now I'm scared of the boss fight. I mean, I guess we can just do this. Like, alright. Sounds fine.
Will change.
Our short-sighted.
My, oh my.
Mukham.
Hey, do you want to hear about my coil tech?
Perhaps you
All right.
bring change.
Let's see. Oh, well, there's, Nerea. Do we need to play Nerea right now, though? I feel like Steelclad Minotaur is, like, very good care. I'm gonna save the Nerea, though. The first Arning can be out from what I've done. But we are playing Voltaire, so...
That's just
Ah, that is a Bane. That does counter our card. It's quite hard. Otherwise, it would be very hard to remove. Okay, I guess it's Nerea time.
I am a prisoner of this world's whims.
Oh, never mind.
Blood Arts!
How your opponent bets
Let's
says
go.
it all.
Oh, crud!
Voltaire.
Those centuries passed.
That is not a great. That is not a great pull. That is the worst pull ever. In fact, I think that's the worst pull in this deck. That's pretty bad, man.
Forever.
I don't know what this.
evermore.
Oh wait, dude. Dude.
Time to go all in.
My, oh my.
Impressive.
There is not a soul without
Oh my
sin.
god. Bro. Bro.
You withstand my sword.
Punish the wicked. Spare the innocent.
It was
Oh my god, man.
your mercy.
That was epic.
Judgment is paramount to order.
Dude. I forgot I had person. That was epic, man.
You want to hear about my coil tech?
Oh, poor Alu.
It wasn't me.
What is it?
Oh, that was epic, man.
Mercy.
Pog you. That was very epic. God. Mosquitoes are not
Everything
epic.
is meaningless.
Everything is meaningless. You just won. Why did you say that?
Sate my thirst. Blood
Well, I see why you had the confidence to challenge me. Your swordsmanship has never been better. Aren't you glad, Alizard? It seems like your hesitations are all gone now.
You just love the sound of your own voice, don't you?
This is like the community saying this.
You haven't ate the seer stone. You could have, little Snapdragon.
I'm going to fill my stomach with you. I don't want to spoil the main meal.
Well, you certainly seem determined to do so. What
Yeah,
a
he should.
magnificent
Maybe he should have
feast,
used the seer stone first before coming into this. Not gonna lie.
Vanish! Foxfire! Hokusai!
And you too, little foxglove. Oh, Sekka, look at how brave you have gotten. Everyone's so prepared to challenge
Yeah, I'm
me.
not sure. He hasn't taken the seer stone yet.
Maybe I should have watched this cycle more closely after all. I'm dying to know what made all of you stronger and so overly confident. Getting stronger? Good. Stand resolute. That's nice. Challenge me? Not wrong, I suppose, but none of it means a thing. No matter how strong or resolute you become, no matter how you challenge me. Oblivious. Incompetent. Powerless. Meaningless. Worthless. Useless. Futile. Imprudent. Your actions result in nothing.
Oh my god, her voice just keeps monotone, but you can sense hints of like emotion in them. It's
Oh
pretty good.
dear, don't be so upset. I was only kidding. You know,
But how
this
would you-
time, the three of you might
That's
just
true.
have what it takes. You may be strong enough to defeat the Lord of Darkness. Why not give it a try? No guarantees, though.
You do not look concerned.
Why, of course. This is nothing but child's play to me. If you choose to stop now, I'll consider forgiving you. I'll have you know I'm more benevolent than you think.
Hey, Elazar. You have fought her before, right?
Indeed.
Do you get it now too, little Snapdragon? How pointless this...
I get exactly how you felt about this lady.
Yeah! You're super annoying!
Oh dear.
I feel like a lot of the fan base echoes their state,
Lois,
the sentiments.
We will not back down. We will open up a new path.
Alrighty. Do what you will. Let's get back to work, shall we? Don't worry. I promise I'll erase each of your memories of this when we're done.
Yes. This story is like bonkers, dude. I don't know where this is going. Okay, it's another Bloodcraft. Are we gonna use the same Voltea? It was fun last time. Let's just keep using it.
Blood arts!
He really is an anime character now.
You're wise,
It's amazing, though.
you know.
Drop dead!
Oh, how scary. What brilliant teamwork. Wonderful.
Bind! Foxfire! Miwaku!
Okay. I've already seen that one. But it's no big deal, even if I hadn't seen it before.
Lois, you look bored.
Very. I almost yawned, in fact. Oh, hold on. I just did.
No surprise. This reminds me of myself.
Oh my. So you're saying we're the same?
It is impossible for others to understand me. That is what you are thinking, is it not?
Wait, dude. Is this some kind of like, oh, now I understand how you feel and I've changed kind of thing? This is not what I saw coming.
It is simple fact that I'm on a different level from the rest of you.
I don't care! It doesn't matter!
That doesn't scare us one bit.
Strange. Normally, all of you would have broken down and given up by now. Maybe you have something up your sleeves?
Who knows?
My, how disappointing. Against me, you can't afford the luxury of hiding your power. Please don't tell me you're not aware of it yet. I thought you'd be smarter and figure out what you're up against by now.
Loneliness. That is what is plaguing you.
Oh, are you trying to empathize with me? I request you don't. I'm different from you. Absolutely.
I'm
and
different.
Entirely different. In scale, in importance, and in every other way imaginable. What you're looking at isn't me. What you're listening to isn't me. I'm impossible for you to comprehend. It's impossible for you, which is why you repeat the cycles over and over.
You speak as if you are the queen of the world.
A queen? That doesn't even equate to my fingertips. If you cannot handle the Lord of Darkness, what makes you think you could have even the slightest chance against me?
Certainly. What you say makes perfect sense. It is impossible for us to have a chance against you.
I'm sorry I'm not commentating, by the way. This is just like good climax.
But the impossible happens. It has happened, Floes. It was no coincidence. It was a miracle. And thus, I swear by my sword, by this blade, it will pierce your guard!
Oh my god. I was actually really into it now. My boy is the protagonist. Let's go.
This is no
Okay, going first.
Floes. It is a miracle.
Oh, she's not smiling anymore,
There is
man.
no meaning to be found here.
I think it is fine. Oh my god, yes! Wait, this is bad with Volteo. Oh my god, this is the team up. This is fun. Wait. Okay, let's read it. Give +0 +1 to another allied follower and restart X event 0 later. X equals the number of other cards played this turn. Reduce damage to his follower to 0. Okay. Like it's invulnerable, like all of the hero characters are. Okay. This hero has at least 3 defense, draw a card. Then if it follows at least 5 defense, subtract 1 from the cost of 3 random cards. Oh my god, they synergize! And if this follower at least 7 defense, do 7 damage to our enemies and then change this follower to defense to 3. Okay.
Your blood shall sate
What does
my
fate
thirst.
have in store for you?
That is scary though. I'm not gonna lie, that is quite scary.
Nothing personal.
Maybe we should have traded first. But you know,
My oh my.
You don't find gizmos like this every millennium.
okay, there's the Volteo. I think we lose in here.
Trim excess. Take only what is necessary.
Shut it!
I think we trade here.
Incinerate!
My oh my.
I'll leave their troops.
This is not
frozen.
going well. These things actually kind of hinder us.
Shut it!
Incinerate!
I think we need to use a different deck, guys. I don't think this is gonna work. Ow, ow, ow. Ow.
It's calmest before the storm.
Whatever shall I do with you?
From tepid squall to raging tempest.
Okay, the AI is stupid at least. At least the AI is stupid. That's a plus for us. That's a very good plus for us.
Shutting down.
Whenever I play a follower, okay, I see how it is. Yeah, we'll do this.
What? Impossible!
Shut it!
I'm gonna move this guy.
Incinerate!
taken by the storm.
Next turn I'll probably pay Nerea.
It's calmest before the storm.
I'll teach you real quick. That's just how it is, isn't it?
Is that the best you can do?
Ow, ow. This is not great. I can admit this is not great at all. Do we still Nerea? I feel like we still Nerea.
This sweet child is mine.
Nothing personal, but burn!
Okay, cool. We are definitely avoiding Nerea here.
I have had enough.
No one can take you. My everything.
And we're probably gonna try and board lock them. A bit. Those are not threats, so I'm just gonna go face here.
My, oh my.
Get a heal a bit. Next turn we play Voltaire.
Glorious death than an ignominious life.
Or maybe just Zilgania, to be honest.
Taken by the storm.
Verifying access.
Hope will win out in the end.
Yeah, we might play Zilgania.
You can struggle all you like, darling.
Our voices shall be heard.
No, you know what? I'm fine with Voltaire. Let's play Voltaire.
Shut it! How your opponent bet says it all.
How does that roast beef Dracula? Ow.
Nothing personal, but burn!
Okay, that heals too.
Judgment is paramount to order.
It's a bit scary, but I believe in us.
Impressive.
Okay, Voltaire's gone.
There is no
Lucifer is there.
escape from the
Okay.
apocalypse to come.
Move out!
Oh my
Annihilate
god.
them!
Truth is waste. Learn what is needed.
Okay, I think we definitely want to Zilgania here. We'll like trade this first, then we'll Zilgania.
I shall give birth to a new world. I will be back.
Oh, we just burned the Sekka. Nice. We don't have a Sekka anymore. That's funny. That's actually really funny in terms of like the story mode.
A toast to your impending demise.
I think that's good though for us.
Intriguing. Burn and scatter like the ash.
Shut it! Shut it!
What is it you desire?
I am a prisoner of this world.
There's Alizard. We lost Sekka, but we got Alizard.
The end.
Imagine doing this Voltaire and you play Voltaire. You would try to exile the board clear.
Pointless path.
Oh, that's right. It counts, right?
The
Yeah.
world cycles on.
You don't find gizmos like this every millennium.
Beat it.
Interesting. Okay.
What
Right, that's
will
wrong.
I do with you?
Should have evoed this one to clear this.
The master inventor! Nothing personal.
Oh, she's back. Welcome back. Do you know what? Can't we just Bahamut here? I'm pretty sure we could just Bahamut here.
What? Impossible!
And I wonder what else we can do. I mean, it's also just air.
I've got this, so bring it. Come at me!
Then we can increase this guy's defense again.
But burn!
Shut it!
My oh
Irrelevant.
my oh my.
Today is your lucky
That's
day,
not a
my
good.
friend.
That is not a good card to get. But whatever. They're on 9 defense now.
Such is temperance.
Judgment is paramount to order.
There's another Sylvia.
I
This is like the most scuffed boss battle ever.
Good draw.
Okay, now I do it.
I am a prisoner.
Oh, there's
of this
Vellsar.
world's whims.
Should we just Voltaire? I think I might just Voltaire, man.
Incinerate!
How your opponent's bet says it all.
Another pointless path.
Nothing personal, but burn!
Then maybe we'll just Evil Eye. Yeah, we can just Evil Eye that.
There is still hope.
Well, there's another Voltaire. That's pretty good. This was already a good turn for Ladika. Interesting. But you don't have Ladika though. Can't you can only use blood, right? Okay. Well, I mean, now we can just play this. That's fine.
How could this happen?
That was anticlimactic. But you won.
Everything is meaningless.
Is this real? I'm not sure, Andre. Is this real to you? I'm not sure. Maybe it's a loop. Maybe I'm not real. Maybe I'm just a dream. Maybe I'm just a figment of your imagination. Maybe the real Fuchsia is gone forever. And you're just too sad. And now you're imagining me. Also, hello, Mildani. Missing lethal because you played lethal. That is ironic. Not anticlimactic. It's ReZero all over again. Yeah. My group of friends ran a tournament once and your Voltaire stream rolled everything to everyone. Voltaire is a good deck. Voltaire, if you have the luck, is like actually a decent deck. I maintain it, like it's a decent deck for most metas that don't kill you by like turn 6.
Is this all you have?
You talk too much! Let me plug your mouth with my fist!
Do you want me to crush it with my teeth? I will take that as a no.
Huh?
I see you.
Damn, Miss Lethal.
I'm starting to hate you more and more!
Don't worry. I promise I won't bite.
What tremendous power, and you have not shown your full strength yet.
Oh? Would you like that?
You're making me mad! Just bring it on!
Okie dokie. Just a tad bit then. Don't you see?
Look, last week scratch me.
I know everything
Okay.
about each of you. I know how you cry, how you suffer. I know absolutely everything.
Do you have like enhanced intelligence though? Like, because like even if you've seen everything, it doesn't mean you can remember everything.
Shall we bring an end to this game? You must be tired of playing by now. Why don't you all take a break? How sweet and adorable. Like babies on their backs, arms and legs flailing about in futility. Please disappear and start all over again.
You hear that?
Yeah,
My sword is not broken yet.
Hey, I can do just one more blow at full force.
me too.
How do you want to go about it, Alizard?
We could try a distraction.
No. To borrow your words, we are going to smash her head on.
Alright.
Sounds good. I like it.
Come on, let's get serious. I'm going to go all in. I'll smash that conceited smirk right off your face!
Yes, yes, I already know what you're going to do. The same trajectory, the same amount of force. You won't do. Out of the way, little snapdragon.
The problem is Jack didn't get the Seer Stone yet.
This is the path we've decided on.
My little foxglove. You're forgetting that this is my world. It's up to me whether or not a path even exists.
This character is confusing. I'm interested to see how it goes.
Let's draw the curtains on this stage, shall we?
Indeed. It is time to end the cycles.
My. Yap all you want. But sadly, you're just all bark and no bite. You're just puppets on a stage, not realizing that the play has already ended.
Shut up! Quit looking down on us! This is a...
You don't know everything! You haven't seen everything! We've already created a miracle! We're going to smash you, blast you, and move forward!
And for what? Pathetic. You're already at your limits. Powerless, meaningless, worthless, useless, futile, imprudent. Your actions result in nothing.
I told
So
you.
she's finally getting angry, man. She was monotone the whole time, just kind of annoyed, but now she's angry.
We won't lose!
The outcome is already decided.
Nothing's been decided! Isn't that right?
Correct. Finally, I have seen the range of your power. All that is left for me to do is to trust my blade. Sate the thirst of my sword. Prepare yourself!
Oh, so that's what you were after. You wanted to see the extent of my power. I can see why you would be interested in me. But sadly, farewell, you lovely fools. This is the end. Return once more to the beginning.
Are you ready, Floes? I will show you the unknown.
I'm excited to see what's
You're a
gonna
fool up to
happen.
the very end. Everything dances in the palm of my hand. There is nothing I haven't seen.
Sword and magic clash. Their energy explodes, tearing and bursting into brilliant sparks. The sparks dance and blur together into a dazzling, blinding light, a manifestation of pure power, like a divine radiance which will wipe the world clean. The immense power of the magic unleashed enough to overwhelm any mere mortal exacted its toll on Alzard's blade, unable to withstand this tremendous energy. Fractures run through the sword before shattering it into countless tiny fragments.
You have lost. Now do you see? This world cannot be changed. I know.
But in place of Alzard's sword, a new blade emerges.
It?
A beautiful, shining blade of hope. But the blade does not belong to Alzard. It is a blade with its own will, its own volition, its own destiny. A blade they call Kagero.
Entwining paths of good and evil. Accept my blade. Ultimate technique. Art of rejuvenation.
Kagero steps forward, his foot pressing firmly on the path they all believed in. His blade slices through the air, once, twice. The first slash aims to cut down their obstacle, the second to cut open a path to the future they believe in.
Why? How?
I told you that I would show you the unknown. Something you have not seen. And that is Kagero.
Oh, wait a minute!
Kagero is the only one you have not watched.
Oh, dude! I didn't realize that! That's true!
The winged boy will forever be bound to the earth. The little fox will forever be prey. And you will forever wander. But of course, the tides of fate can't be diverted. So don't be too hard on yourself.
She mentioned Kagero, though, in her monologues.
It is why I have not met you. The factor that our plan had relied upon. My techniques remain secret. The only thing unprecedented in the battles against you.
Where have you been hiding?
I am a vengeful spirit that inhabits swords. Just now, I had inhabited Alazard's sword.
All of you were waiting for this moment all along?
No, that is not correct.
This kid and I didn't know a thing.
We just trusted as much as we were trusted.
Together, we could achieve something none of us could achieve alone, Floes. This is not coincidence. This is what we call a miracle.
Just so you know, this doesn't hurt me one bit.
But it was not without meaning, correct?
Indeed. Very well. All of you banding together has managed to pierce my guard. I apologize. Neither you or this world was futile and meaningless. The fact of which has been proved in this very instance.
It was a. Don't tell me it's a battle of just making her realize
Well
this.
then, Kolesh, will you tell us everything about this world of Vellsar?
Surely. But Alizard, what I'll speak of is not Vellsar.
What's that supposed to mean?
Seriously? We have come this.
There is no riddle. It is a simple story. This world you call Vellsar is not Vellsar. A long, long time ago, before
Finally,
the Lord of
exposition.
Darkness came into being, the world was one of whirling sandstorms and ceaseless plumes of smoke. The world was called Reveal.
Yes, finally! Confirmation that it was Reveal. Ugh. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Final part.
In the beginning of this world, there was no life, no color, no smell, no sound, nothing but a single stone which tumbled in the void.
Andre, don't say that.
The god who descended onto the world split itself into 3 demigods, titans that will stand watch over creation, force, order, prosperity. Under their watch, life developed in support and in opposition. And
Yeah, this is a
Vale,
story of
a
Reveal.
land of gunfire and magic, was born. However, a crisis descended upon Reveal. A crisis of life and death in the name of serenity. It had to be overcome. It had to be vanquished. And to do so, the world of Reveal had to gain strength. Thus a trial was given to the world. To make choices. To change fate.
To find the
To
truth.
find the truth. But the world failed. No matter what was done or what happened, no one could reach the truth. Wrong choices were made. Paths of failure and defeat were chosen. And the result of it all was Vellsar. Vellsar, a land of claws, fangs, and strife. Created by the Lord of Darkness, Vellsar is the ruins of Reveal, the outcome of choices that should not have been made. And so, I didn't feel there was much meaning in observing this world, because the mistakes had already been made. Whatever happens now has no impact on the trial, or so I thought. A miracle. It's such a cheap, simple word that trips off the tongue, but one has definitely happened. I was wrong about Vellsar. About all of
Okay,
it.
that makes more sense. I was like, that's kind of cheesy, but this kind of makes
I
more sense.
see. I was under the assumption that I was repeating cycles in Vellsar, but
Make a circle with your... Now make a circle.
Reveal and Vellsar, they are mutually repeating over and over.
Yep, you got it.
If mistakes happen in Reveal, it becomes Vellsar. And if Vellsar is destroyed, it returns once more to Reveal?
How curious. I wonder why.
Why, you?
Why are we the ones who remember the cycles?
The perception of time, maybe. You see, inhabitants of Reveal live short lives. But the life in Vellsar is almost eternal. Having lived for so long, you've become sensitive to the flow of time.
Are there others who have noticed the cycles?
As far as I'm concerned, no. Even if others had the ability, it's an entirely different matter what they do with it. Quite frankly, the 4 of you are the destined ones.
The destined ones. They're the DG destined, man.
Destined? You can't be serious.
Why, I'm being honest. You're special, little foxglove.
However, if your words are true, what can we do?
Yeah.
That's right, isn't it? The moment Reveal
Time
has
travel.
turned into Vellsar means it's already too...
Hey,
What's wrong, Drock?
sorry to interrupt your rambles, but I don't get it.
Have you not been listening?
I was listening! So basically, what is going on now?
There's a crisis upon this world. You have to become strong to overcome it. And to become strong, you need to pass a trial, but Reveal cannot overcome the trial. That's why Vellsar is born.
Yeah?
What? You don't get it?
No, That's not what I don't get. I don't understand why we're hesitating. There's only one thing we need to do, right? We'll go to Reveal and pass the trial.
I like how matter of fact he says that.
That's all we have to do, right?
It's so... You're so right, Jack. Yeah.
Ha! It's such a genius idea, you're all speechless.
Drock, that is impossible to do.
Huh?
There are 2 reasons. 1, we cannot return to the past. 2, if we were to clear the trial, Vellsar would cease to exist.
Cease to exist?
Vellsar is the result of Reveal's failure. Even if you could return to the past and clear the trial, then Reveal would not have failed, meaning Vellsar would not be born.
Who knows what will happen to us? We'll probably disappear too.
Come on, so what? I'll keep flying.
Drock.
We've already moved forward, started on a new path. We can't turn back now. We'll disappear. Well, isn't that great? A hell of a lot better than going around repeating the same loop forever.
I really like Drock.
Right?
Idiot.
You have impressed me.
I am willing to take that bet. However, how do we get to the past?
Who knows? Why don't we try something we haven't tried yet?
There is no need for that.
Huh?
I can't believe it. You're like sand spilling out from my grasp, so small and each one glittering. There is a way to return to the past. You just have to use my power.
What are you really?
It's a secret. For now, at least. And don't worry about Vellsar disappearing if you do succeed.
However do you mean?
I cannot tell you how, but it may not be impossible to break the link between Reveal and Vellsar.
Ha! All the more reason we don't need to hesitate.
Just once. I can only do this once. There'll not be a second time. Understand that this is a true miracle.
Thank you. We will save this world.
Trials
That is
and
true, Singleplayer.
crises. I don't get it, but we'll beat them all.
That's right. I'm not scared.
As a blade, it is my duty to cut through the way ahead.
Very well. Those chosen by fate. No, those that have risen up and won against fate. Go. The destiny of a world stuck in endless mistakes, despair.
Dude, are we going back to... Are we going back to Reveal with the Vellsar gang?
Is now in your hands.
Dude. Yes, man. Yes. Oh my god, that was amazing. That was amazing. I'll have to look back at the Kagero chapters, but I do know that they didn't meet, but I think she mentioned the blade, right? And she was watching, so I think that's a bit of a plot hole. Not sure. I'll have to like investigate that further. But yeah. Yeah, that was great. I love that. I think it's a bit too rushed. Like it's a bit the change of heart from Alucard and from Flowis was like a bit too fast in my opinion, but like it didn't detract from like the quality of the story, and because we're like so itching for the truth. And now they're gonna go back in time, and I'm really excited to see what's happening. Like there's so many mysteries still here, right? And it's not over. I thought this was going to be over. Okay, so it's probably we're probably going to have like a like Gears of Rebellion had this. Sense of Conflict has Borrowing, and then there's Invasion of the World Reaver. So we're probably going to get one that's like Invasion of the World Reaver. So exciting. All right. Well, I want to chat with you guys about the story. So yeah, for YouTube, that's all. That's gonna be all from me today. Please comment in the comment section. What do you guys think of the story, and like give me your theories of what's going to happen forward. I'm interested to find out like what you think. Anyways, thank you for watching the video. This is a long video, so I'm glad you watched it, even especially after my return. So thank you for watching, everybody. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, give me a sub, and like always, have a great day. Having resigned himself to remain in perpetual solitude, Alucard... Oh, wait. It's time to farm YouTube content, guys. Okay.